All right, here we are. It is a feel-good Friday indeed. Gone past 6:30, and it's Business Express, the Tech Friday edition, which means that we get Fisayo joining Rotus and myself, Shepard Martins. Good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing today?
Morning.
Good
Hi,
morning. Good morning,
Fisayo.
Shopper. Good morning, everyone. Good
Yeah.
morning.
All right, so of course we're already streaming live because Tech Friday, we can't be behind on YouTube. We're streaming live up on that platform, youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. If you are on the app, then you can just find us at smooth981. And we are also taking your messages on that live stream, all right? So I love how you guys have been sending messages. Keep on doing that. You can also send messages via WhatsApp. The number is 0809 440 981. And we're up on Twitter at Smooth981FM. You can find the guys at Rotankot, at Aremo Fisayo. And so tag us at Smooth981FM up on Twitter, and we'll also get your tweets in. So lots is happening. But first of all, can we talk a little bit about vaccines, gentlemen?
Yes, we certainly can. BioNTech, I think they have got the most famous vaccine with their collaboration with Pfizer, are building an mRNA factory in Rwanda. There is going to be, I think, a groundbreaking ceremony that features Mr. Kigali. So, Fisayo, what do you make of it? Is this a reminder that COVID is still, a clear and present danger despite all the distractions with the war in Ukraine?
Okay. I think your question is difficult because I've always had a different opinion about COVID and all that it is.
Fisayo,
right?
too, why wouldn't you?
No. I mean, I look at the data because less than 5% of the world ever had COVID. So it means we overreacted to this thing. So it means 95% of the world did not even have COVID at all, right? But of course, we shut down the whole world. We did all the things we had to do. We retrogressed economically. Of course, the value of the life of people that are lost, is important. But again, I think we overreacted to it, right? That said, but suddenly in 2022, everything just disappeared because it never happened again. So again, it is just some of those, things that you look at and like, this thing is not as clear and great as it should be, right? So, but that said, back to the story itself, right? The mRNA, vaccine plant, again, so the technology that BioNTech uses is called mRNA, right? That's not the same technology that and so the argument is that mRNA technology can help, not just address COVID, but address many other type of, diseases that appears to not have had a cure, up until today. So people have started talking about mRNA technology for cancer treatment, mRNA technology for different things, right? So that is interesting, right? But limiting it to just vaccines, and I'm not vaccinated today. I'll probably vaccinated. I don't know, but I'm not vaccinated today. So, and I've not had COVID, right? And I know many people that are vaccinated or not vaccinated. So again, it's not about COVID, right? It's about the technology. If it's about the mRNA technology, how it is, and then of course, that's an interesting thing for Rwanda, and of course for the business in general, because again, they have cheap labor in Rwanda rather than in the UK where they're from, so it's fine.
What about technology
very
transfer?
Quickly though, let me just tell people what mRNA vaccines do, right? So all our cells have DNA, which contains information that cells need to live and function. So we need to, but in order to get that information, we need to get the proteins from the DNA to the cells, protein making machinery. And that's where mRNA comes in, because it brings that information. So mRNA vaccines use its function as a protein information carrier to prompt the body to make specific proteins, which is where its function as a vaccine comes in. So just putting that out there, because
cool. Much appreciated.
We did not know.
We need that. Okay. So what transfer, Fisayo?
Technology transfer. I don't know about technology transfer because over the years, right, nothing seems to have been transferred to Africans, right? We've seen people build, assembly plants here, but we've not seen technology transfer from anything. I don't expect any technology transfer, right? And I don't think that, you know, African leaders should think about technology transfer from a perspective of Europe or from the US, because they don't care. They don't really care about that, right? It's about, you know, cheap labor while they pander to you know, helping poor Africans when they meet at World Economic Forum and of course, you know, WHO meetings, right? So that's what it is. So I don't think that anything like that will ever happen. You know, if you look at the breakthroughs that Africans have had, it seems to have been done by themselves. I mean, not much has been achieved from the health perspective, but from technology perspective, you see that no one really. It's not about, you know, some, you know, American or European coming to teach Africans. It's about Africans learning themselves and building, you know, groundbreaking technology themselves. So I don't expect anything from any technology transfer, you know, except of course it is deliberately put into the you know, the contract that is signed. Today, you know, even in Nigeria, if you want good quality roads, you probably go to Julius Berger. I mean, they've been operating here for years. It's a German company, right? I would have expected that there will be technology transfer or know-how transfer to Nigerians, but none of that had happened, right? So again, nobody wants that to happen to themselves. So I don't expect any technology transfer. It's just okay. I'll look at this purely from a business perspective. You know, I need this minimum wage I'm paying in Europe and the US is too much. I want Africans that will pay, you know, $1 a day, and then they'll be very happy with me. So that's what it is.
Okay, that like I get that. Let's move to mobile money. This news of Airtel Africa selling a 25% stake in its mobile money unit, I think in Kenya or so. What do you make of that news?
So while I was reading the story, like you said, the story appeared, you know, confusing because I've heard when I saw, you know, some of the investors, I know that we read the story about 2021 about TPG investing $100 million, $200 million into Airtel mobile money. So when I saw the news again, I'm like, the same person, did he invest on that 200 million, or is it the same news, or is it additional money that came up on that? So the story is quite misleading. But at least the point of the story is that Airtel, you know, has, you know, sold significant minority, 25% at the minimum, of its mobile money type business. But of course, that then, you know, shows us something about the interest of investors in what's it called now, in financial inclusion. Well, not quite financial inclusion, but something that works, right? Africans seem to be adopting mobile money. When I say Africans, don't think Nigerian, right? But Africans, you know, seem to be adopting mobile money, you know, everywhere except maybe Nigeria as much, right? And of course, that is a major growth point for many telcos, right? We go to Kenya today, right? You know, M-Pesa has millions and millions of users, which is the mobile money platform for Safaricom. So sometimes you wonder, is Safaricom a telco or a mobile money platform, right? So mobile money is a big revenue you know, point for telcos. And of course, with the PSB in Nigeria, we started seeing MTN, you know, threatening the existence of every other fintech with their potential ability to be able to deliver financial services to people through their mobile phones, right? Again, that is going to be quite interesting in the future. But like I said, you know, M-Pesa is king in Kenya, but of course, Airtel money is king in many other countries. So I guess playing second fiddle in Kenya and then being leaders in 5 other countries, you know, could be is sufficient incentive to you know, for investors to see, to build, to invest in that. I think they value the company, it raised about $500 million, the value company about $2.5 billion, right? So that's the, you know, that's the implication. You can imagine how much valuation someone like M-Pesa will have, because their transaction volumes, you know, quadruples that of Airtel money across board. So I can imagine, you know, M-Pesa itself being a $10 billion company, $15 billion company today. And those are, you know, big African companies themselves. I mean, this is M-Pesa alone, not just Safaricom, right? And right. That indeed is an interesting take.
And I want to put in a couple of messages that we've gotten up on WhatsApp. Remember, you can also send them in on the YouTube live stream and on Twitter as well by tagging us at Smooth981FM using the hashtag BusinessExpress981. Okay, Benga Akamu sent in a number of messages. So he's asking you questions, Fisayo. Benga Akamu says, when expatriates come here, do they not impart skills to our people? And all the people we send abroad, do they not acquire technical skills? And he also says it was technology transfer that countries like Japan and South Korea used to catch with the West. And in the 70s and early 80s, did we not have loads of local companies making televisions, ACs, and other devices here before the ascendancy of China? Adibowale Group of companies was one of such. All right, so that's from Benga Akamu. Desire. You want to answer some of those questions that he was.
I love the way he talked about 1972, right? I mean, so we're in 2023. Give me one example.
Wow, you're really in the future. Okay.
Yes, you are in the future. He thinks about it. That's what he's thinking about. Right, 2023.
2023, yeah.
Okay, so, we just skipped over the second half of 2022, people. And Yinka says, but where are you reading from? I had a slight headache back there with this your emoji. Listen, Yinka, that was me cherry picking the most information, but I will send you the link up on WhatsApp. Keep on sending your messages into 0809 440 981. All right, back to our scheduled conversation, gents. We've got about 3 minutes left.
Yeah, Femi, very quickly, Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey of Square, former Twitter founder CEO, they've started a Bitcoin Academy, Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, where Jay-Z grew up, for young children to learn about Bitcoin. Fisayo, what's your take on that development?
By the way, first, let's say Jack Dorsey is the former CEO of Twitter, not the current CEO. He was a founder.
I said former, I said founder. I said founder and former CEO.
Former CEO.
Pretty sure I heard former, but okay.
I said former.
Anyways, that's it, right? I think it's a total waste of time. Please stop this nonsense. Right.
Bitcoin Academy is a waste of time, Fisayo, to teach young children.
Total and complete waste of time.
Oh, yeah, why? You have to mean it. Why? Why is it 1 minute waste of time?
I mean, if I think about something that can impact people, young Black African children, it's about sending them to school. I mean, dropout rates in Black communities are the highest. Teenage pregnancy rates in Black communities are the highest across Europe. Poverty rates among Black Americans are the highest. And of course, this stems from all of these things. Single motherhood rates in Black communities are the highest. These are real issues. What's Bitcoin Academy? It just makes no sense.
Wait, hold on. It is a Bitcoin-focused financial literacy academy. Bitcoin-focused financial literacy academy.
Tell that to what's the name of that Luna or something that it is, right? My point exactly is that there are more impactful things that can do to children. They should learn about the US dollars first. Who cares about Bitcoin? Nobody's going to use Bitcoin now or in 10 years from now. So let's focus on what they can. Let's focus on what they can, find useful today, right? So I like the way American elite think. Like, just give some hand waving, drop Bitcoin here, drop Web3 there, and then you're a superstar. That's exactly what this is. They have the interest of these children is not in their heart at all. It's what happened to ensuring that these children go and stay in school. They should learn algebra. That's where the world is. They should learn algebra. They should learn to stay in school and get university education. What happened to ensuring that you sponsor or you pay people that can't afford to go to university, you pay their school fees. What happened to establish a university that teach them, engineering, mathematics, and all of that? There's a lot of things you can do, and allow them to come for free. What's Bitcoin University? What kind of nonsense is that? It just makes no sense.
Okay. And old man Fisayo has spoken. All right, Fisayo, thank you so much. Now let me read this message from Bulu. Yinka, who says, actually, the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board is meant to be responsible for the technology transfer and monitoring of expatriate quota in Nigeria. Though they started out well, seem to have lost it. I don't want to say much, but of late, nothing is being transferred. And we end the show, all right? Thank you, Fisayo. Find him. Keep the conversation going, because I know he wanted to. At Aramo Fisayo on Twitter. And of course, Rotus is at Rotanquote. That's that for Business Express for this week. But from Monday, we'll be back 6:30